We live, baby. What's happening?
Whoop. So we gotta share first. So we can go live. Welcome to Fire Talk, episode 7, Couples Edition. Couples Edition, episode 7. Make sure as soon as you come in, well, first of all, thank you for joining. And make sure as soon as you come in, you go ahead, just leave right back out. Go ahead and share it, then come right back.
I gotta set mine up. So I
Hey everybody. What kind of year is that here?
I ain't even in there yet. Shout out to Breezy. Shout out to Breezy right here.
What, Joliet? And just doing some sharing, make sure, well, not make sure, but if you could share, that would be great. Thank you for tuning in. We're gonna get started in like 2 more minutes.
What's happening, y'all? What's happening? We here. We finally able to make the Couples Edition Fire Talk. It's a long time coming, but really she had to drag me in front of the camera, man. I don't like being in front of the camera, to be real with you, but you know, for my baby, I decided to give in and I do it for her. You know what I'm saying? So we want to deliver this message to all the couples out there navigating their way, you know, through life right now. I know it's kind of weird right now, but we got you. 16 years strong right here, man.
Yes. Thanks for that nice introduction, sweetheart. Yeah, I don't even have to. Yeah.
What's up?
Thanks for the introduction. That was a nice introduction. Okay, that was my last share that I did. And then we are going to, it's 8:06. Let's start about 8:07. And we'll get started. Oh yeah. I need to pull up this so it's ready. Okay. We are going to get started. Y'all know we always start off with some good vibes and positive music. I'm gonna try to still do my intro with Chris sitting right here.
She don't want me to look, she said I make her nervous.
I'm protected, now protected, most respected and reflected. Yeah, I've been raising my vibration, healing the hurt, doing the work, never revert. To whack vibes that came first. Peace in your mind, peace in your soul, peace in your home. Keeping it real enough to grow, that's how you know. You're raising your vibration, that's how you know. Yeah, you're raising your vibration. Transfiguration, out of stagnation, she remembered who she was. That's the daily affirmation. You're still evolving and amazing. Rebirth the genesis, just like the chrysalis. Journey to grace, protecting your space. Trust your intuition. In the liminal space, your ancestors been waiting. Your higher self been praying day by day.
Raising my vibration.
That's it, baby. That's it.
Okay. Get started. That thing we done cracked the Marty phone because he wouldn't have been too happy. Okay. Welcome guys to episode 7 of Fire Talk.
What's up, Tinker?
We have my husband joining us today.
What's happening, y'all? What's
Welcome,
happening?
sweetheart. Yeah, so let me go ahead and read this topic off for you guys. This is couples edition. So here's the topic. Things that create a negative relationship environment and ways to improve it. We're going to be going into some relationship killers as well as building tools. We're going to be going over some gender roles and reversals. We also going to go over some universal laws and how they relate to relationships, as well as, yeah, that's where we're going so
All that
far
plays a
with that.
part in a relationship, man, whether you're conscious of it or not, most definitely. All that plays a part.
Yes, yes, yes. So go ahead and come join us.
Let's go
And
grab somebody, man. Come on, get your popcorn. We're about to go in.
yes, yes,
We're about to
yes.
go in.
Okay, so how we starting this off? We're gonna start this off first.
Just give a little background.
A little
Yeah,
background.
just a little bit on our relationship, man. You know, because if you want to give out this information to people and they want to receive it, they have to kind of know who the people they're receiving it from. You know what I mean? You know, just a little background on that.
Okay. So you want me to get an introduction?
Go ahead, baby.
So, no, you go ahead.
Well, I've known this young lady since she was 18 years old. We happened to meet up at a job, that our first job together, which happened to be Walmart, which tends to be a lot of Black people first jobs. And then I don't know, it's kind of weird. But yeah, we met up at Walmart when we was 18. I was just out of high school. I think she was about to get out of high school.
And Caroline's on there. Caroline worked at Walmart.
Caroline, what's
too.
up, Caroline?
Hey, Caroline.
What's happening? But yeah, we just happened to meet each other. She was a great woman, you know, had a great vibe, had a great heart and a great mindset. Definitely, talking to her, you know, during the courting phase, as we were, getting to know each other, I found out that she was a frequent visitor of the Nation of Islam. So she definitely has a strong background, structure-wise, as far as her mindset. And that kind of appealed me to her, or attracted me to her. So.
Oh, okay then. Thank you, sweetheart. Those were some, you make me, yeah, those were some kind of words. Something yeah, you make me nervous. But yeah, I met Chris when I was 18. Yep, at Walmart. That we were both 18.
I was 19.
He was
I just turned
19. I was 18. And yeah, it's been ever since then. Definitely, we have grown together.
Most definitely.
He's a great father, a great husband, a great leader, protector, and all of the above. And I'm so happy he joined me today.
I appreciate it.
Okay, so is that our introduction?
Yeah, that's just a little background on us, man. We don't want to go too far into, our relationship. Just know who y'all dealing with. You know what I'm saying? We've been together 16 years, happily. So, and we continue to be happy, and hopefully we could spread this happiness on to other couples or people aspiring to be in a relationship. So.
Oh, thank you, Mom. Thank you. Thanks for joining. Okay, so let's go into the 3 things that we felt like was good, or
right,
some great relationship builders, or things to help a relationship.
So let's go.
3 top qualities, shall we? Okay, we sorry about that.
My fault. Yeah, we want to start with relationship builders because you actually want to build the foundation and the structure first before you're thinking about destroying it. So let's start with actually the things that will actually build relationships up. If you're in a relationship right now and happen to be struggling and you need some new ideas that can help you, or people that's not in a relationship and trying to be in one, they have these quick tips that we're going to give to help them get into one. So
okay, then cool. So The first thing we had on our list was communication, which is probably like my top one. I think communication goes a long way,
Definitely.
and it's very important on both ends. What do you feel about communication, sweetheart?
Well, communication is definitely important because, you know, you need to know where you're going throughout the relationship. You know what I mean? And that would usually fall on the man's role because if he's supposed to be the leader, he is supposed to be communicating what exactly is going on, you know, how he feels, you know, what kind of standards he wants to set forth for his family, you know, things and like things of that nature. But yeah, I threw her a little filler in. That was a little jab at her. But yeah, and as far as communication, as far, you know, just communicating, you know, your feelings as well. And that's something that, you know, I could definitely improve on with because I don't know if it's me being a cancer or not. I kind of seal up, you know, I don't like to express my feelings too much until it gets to a certain point. You know, then I'll express, you know, how I feel. But I'm a really person. So I'll let some stuff get away, you know what I mean, until I feel the need to say something. But, you know, that's something she may not like. You know, she wants to know the very first time that something is wrong, you know, communicate it to me. So I know to fix it, and then we don't have to go through, you know, nothing in the future. Give me the opportunity to fix it right then and there, and then, you know, we could be happier from there. So communication is definitely important.
Communication, and not to like go off subject, but you said about your astrological sign, and I think that we've been learning that astrological signs, you know, knowing someone's sign is very well, I'm not gonna say very important, but it can definitely be very helpful.
People don't take it seriously, but man, I definitely believe that is a definite science, man. Astrology is a definite science. So I would definitely encourage anybody out there who hasn't gotten into it to at least, you know, give it a peek. Just see how it is, you know, because we found some stuff the other day that's just lined up exactly how our day went. Because we looked at it, our sign, our horoscope after the day had passed, and then that pretty much lined up with everything that happened throughout the course of that day. So it was kind of crazy.
Yeah, it definitely
It was
was.
definitely kind of crazy. My lips didn't dry.
Okay, so any you got any like tips to improve communication if that's something that one is struggling with?
Just really sit down and have a heart-to-heart with your partner. You know what I mean? Just be vulnerable. Just like really be vulnerable. Let everything out there, everything you feel. It's best to just start off with the communication from the beginning, you know, so you don't got to build up to it, you know, obviously, but you know, just sit down, talk to each other, you know, actually express how you guys feel, you know, whether it's something you didn't like that he did, but you didn't say nothing, you know, express that, you know what I'm saying, or vice versa. You know,
Okay.
no sense in holding something in for so long, and then, you know, to the bottle pops. You know what I mean? Then it might be a circumstance where you might not be able to come back from. So
Definitely.
communicate throughout the relationship. Everything that you're going through, just express. You know, it's fun to just live in the moment. You know what I mean? Just whatever's happening, you know, you just express it, and then you just, you know, enjoy it. I think it would be better for both of you guys.
Yes. Thank you, Monique, for joining. She said this is so wonderful.
Monique, what's
Thank
happening?
you.
What's happening?
And Mom said talk, don't always text. And I think that that's
Right.
very important
But
because
that, you know, that's a new generation thing.
it is a new
That's a new
generation
generation.
thing. But sometimes you don't know how something is coming off through a text, you know, so you could just maybe tend to jump to conclusions a little bit. So yeah,
Right.
talking, you know, versus texting. I know that's today's time, but yeah, we don't have to, you know, do everything with today's time, you know. Let's take some things back to the old ways.
Right.
Definitely
right.
a good old conversation on the phone. You get to hear that person's voice.
Yes, voice tones matter because you really can't decipher all that through a text message. You might think somebody's saying something mean to you or like kind of out of pocket, but they could be totally something different that they meant by it. You know what I mean? Until you actually get on the phone with that person and you can hear the voice, you know, their tone of their voice, and then you can decipher how this person is actually feeling at that moment. So
Definitely.
you know, talk over text, but if you got a text, you know, I understand it's the new age. It is what it is. It's quick. You know, I don't feel like sitting there and have a whole conversation. So let me just say this real quick. Boom, boom, bam. All right, go. That's it. So I understand. Just as long as you communicate something.
Right.
Just communicate.
Definitely some great points, some great points. What was the next one? Because I was trying to bring up the screen, but ooh, hopefully, Mom, can you text Dad and tell him we on live?
Oh, he calling
He can
again.
come join the live. Cause yeah, he called twice. Can you tell him, please? And so yeah, the next one, oh, you know why I can't find it? Because I'm looking at my pictures and it's in messages. The next quality or the next thing that we had that was great for building relationships was, or something that was good to have while in relationships or navigating through one or to one, was patience.
Right.
And I think that was the one you had said, right?
Yeah, I said patience because it definitely takes a lot of patience, especially if you want to, build a relationship that's long term. You know what I mean? So patience is definitely key. And I think we were kind of debating between patience and commitment. And I chose patience, but I think I would like to choose commitment over patience. Because in order for you to have patience with a person, you have to be committed to that person. You know what I mean? You have to actually be committed to every waking hour or whatever kind of energy you're willing to give into that relationship. Because if you're not committed, you're not gonna have the patience for this person. You're like, whatever, I'm gone. You know what I mean? And I think that's a lot of things that's happening today. People are not committed, and it's really not an environment that kind of, breeds for committed relationships, if you know what I'm saying. Because everything is quick now in a hurry, quick now in a hurry. Oh, I don't like you, you did this, I'm gone. You know what I mean? You looked at her wrong. Oh, you cheating, no, I'm gone. It's like, it's just everything is so quick, fast paced, and nobody wants no long-term relationship and just settle down and build with one person. They're just jumping from person to person. So I would say, yeah, commitment. I had to throw commitment in there because I definitely think that's important because, we need committed relationships, people committed to each other, and patience as well in a committed relationship.
I definitely agree. I think I would like to add that when you building with someone or growing with someone, they're not going to always be the same. Neither one of us or neither one of you are going to always be the same person. Everyone is going to, or both of you all will be
trust,
growing.
Yeah, trust too, most definitely.
Both of you all will be growing, and so to have that patience to just know that this person will grow,
right,
and become better, takes patience.
right.
If you make a decision based off of something that might have happened 10 years ago, when maybe they were not as mature as they are now or not as wise as they are now,
right.
You might have wished that you had that patience,
right,
until
you get the finished product, man.
Right.
Especially if you see the potential and the growth in that person.
Yeah.
You definitely got to have that patience, and you have to be committed, to being patient as well.
And we said trust too, right? We kind of took that. We said that to be able to trust someone, trust has to build too. There's times that trust can be broken,
right,
and there's times that you can build trust back up, but it takes patience. And
right.
So
I think trust has always got to be built because I don't necessarily trust somebody right off the bat.
Right.
You know what I mean? So you have to, develop a rapport with somebody and actually, get the time in, get the energy in, and then the trust will come. But I don't think that's something that you should do, is not just given off the bat.
Definitely. Monique said transparency.
Transparency, that's a different one. Transparency as far as what? Wouldn't that like tie in along with trust? I mean, if you trust somebody, they got to be transparent with you, or communication. That goes into with communication as well. So, but I mean, do you want to elaborate on that, Monique? Because yeah, you kind of threw on at us.
Yep, transparency for different perspectives definitely matter. So yeah, patience was the second one. So then the third one was
vulnerability. Yes, most definitely vulnerability. Yeah, because a lot of guys, I have a hard time being vulnerable because it's a weak. It's showing that you're weak. It's a moment of weakness. You know what I mean? And fellas do not want to feel weak at any moment. You know what I'm saying? If you are a certain type of man that considers yourself a masculine man, then you don't want to be weak at all. You know what I'm saying? And vulnerability, that entails somebody being weak. So guys kind of resist against that. You know what I mean? That's why we don't really express ourselves the way we do.
But sometimes it's good, to tap into that energy of, that's probably working around your heart chakra of expressing yourself and your feelings.
Right.
It definitely can, if you can express your feelings about what you're feeling about something, your partner that can create a better connection. And so expressing your feelings, sometimes it's okay, for the men to go down a little level and express those feelings. But yes, typically not something y'all gonna choose to do all the time.
Of course not.
Because men are logical. So you might feel that way for a second, then it's like, okay,
right.
What's the
Yeah,
solution?
it depends on what type of man you have. Not all men are created equal or are the same, but yeah, generally speaking, most men tend to hide their feelings and they try to fight off being vulnerable. Unless it's somebody they really trust, then they'll let it out. But usually they kind of put that to the side.
That's why trust is important.
Right. You have to trust that person to actually be open with them, to be vulnerable.
Yep. And Mom said open. Monique said
open,
exposure of yourself.
Exposure of yourself.
Ooh. Yeah.
Exposure of yourself. What do you mean by that?
Yeah,
because I could take that kind of weird. Exposure of yourself.
Like maybe she mean like if you have like some problems or flaws or things,
Okay.
I mean, I'm just, maybe go ahead and elaborate for us in the comments, Monique. And if anyone wants to get on, you guys are welcome to get on as well. Until then, we're going to go into, I would say the last one, but it was trust. And we kind of touched on.
We kind of covered trust, right?
Yeah.
Trust is a must. Trust is a must in a relationship, man. You ain't going to, obviously something that has to be built up, but if it doesn't get to that level to where, both are on that same level of trust, then you're going to have issues and, the relationship could fall apart. So you definitely want, when you start off with a clean slate, you want to keep it clean and you just want to be open. You want to be transparent and you want to be vulnerable. And so then the trust will come with all of that.
Definitely. So with the top 3 things that we said or we felt, communication, patience, and trust.
Mm-hmm.
3 good tools or things to work on.
Right.
Right. In a relationship or while getting in a relationship. And I feel like you can always continue to grow in all of those things. Like your communication can always get better. Your patience.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, as you get older, you lose patience. So patience, definitely, and trust can always grow.
Do you lose patience as you get older, man?
Yeah, I don't have no patience. I don't have as much patience with children as I did now. So, what's up, y'all? Hey, Dante.
Dante, what's happening?
Thanks for joining. And so,
Monique, what's up?
Thank you, Monique, for all your great comments and contributions to the live.
Just don't know how to expose releasing towards healing.
You should read on your phone, sweetheart.
Oh, yeah.
Let me see on here. You love someone who may have had some hurtful things happen to them and just don't know how to expose, release, and move towards healing. So she's referring to as what she said as expose yourself. You love someone who may have had some hurtful things happen to them and they just don't know how to. So maybe like someone who might have been through.
They've been through something, right?
Right.
And they never healed from it.
Right.
So they take it on to the next relationship. But I mean, you have a lot of that going around.
You do. So that's why it's best to like heal yourself.
Right.
Before you, get into a relationship and things like that.
Mm-hmm. I was waiting for it. Man, you caught yourself. I'm not
gonna say things. Okay.
You caught yourself.
I feel you and about losing patience. Definitely, Dante. Not able to release pain.
I don't know, man. As I get older, I think I'm gaining patience, man. Like
Maybe
I'm
that's
not
how
like
it is for men.
I don't know. I don't know. It's like I ain't in a hurry, man. People be speeding in the highway and stuff. I'm like, man, I don't care, dude. Whatever, man. I'm gonna get there. It is what it is.
So
man.
that's I ain't gonna say that's for men, cause that's how mom is. That's how mom be saying stuff like that. And so yeah. So anybody want to add, something that they feel like is also a good thing
Relationship
to
builder.
a good
Something.
relationship.
So it makes something we might have missed. You know what I'm saying? Because I think we said commitment, we said patience, we said trust,
Communication.
and communication.
But of course, those are not all the things. We
Right.
just,
Right. We're just trying to summarize it. We don't want to be long-winded.
Yep. And so let's go ahead and go to the well, we're gonna see for a second.
Who want to call in, man? Come on. Who want to call in? What they think? Add a relationship builder. What's something we might have missed?
Someone give us a relationship builder that we can add to the notes. Anybody
growth? I would say growth too.
Who said growth?
I would say growth.
You said growth?
Yeah, most definitely.
You saw that in the comments, or you just
did somebody comment that? No, that just popped up in my head, baby. That's how it works. Yeah, growth. Yeah, I think when you're able to grow together, you experience new stuff together. Just growing together. I mean, it's a beautiful thing, and you just have to continue to grow as well, because you don't want to become stagnant and stuff just becomes bad. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Kind of lose the spice.
Mom said,
you both want to show growth.
Treat each other the way you want to be treated. Oh, that's definitely a good one.
Yeah,
and
man. That's the golden rule of the Bible.
We're probably going to elaborate on that when we go to the law, because that will go with the law of attraction, right? Treat people like the energy. What the energy you give out,
right, you receive.
Right. So yeah, treat people the way you would like to be treated. What about security? Ooh, that is a good one, Dante.
Security?
That is a good one.
Yeah, for a relationship builder, yes. I mean, as far as a woman definitely has to feel secure in a relationship, and then as the man's role to provide that security. If a woman doesn't feel like she's safe around her man, if she feels that, she has to search and claw for her next meal, that her man is not providing for her, or as far as just the security in a relationship as his love, confessing his love for her, she has to feel secure in herself. So yeah, security is definitely important, and that's usually on the role of a man to provide that. But a woman as well has to provide security for the man. As far as
a peaceful home,
right,
clean home, because all of those things
just
matter.
Just peace. Yeah, peace. You just summed it up with peace.
Yeah, definitely. Okay.
Peace.
Go ahead. Anybody else want to add anything?
Before we move on to relationship killers, somebody want to call up here, and say something we missed as the relationship builders? We're trying to give as many tips as possible, man.
Security should never be one-sided. Yep. Yeah,
it's mostly the man side, though. Majority of the man side. But yeah, like I said, the woman does play a part in security as well. But but that's mostly the man side that has to provide that security. That's our role. You know what I'm saying? That is our role.
Protect, provide.
Protect, secure. Yeah, it's the same thing. Yeah.
Okay, then. So do like a little summary or something.
What about relationship builders?
About the relationship.
I think we did that. Yeah, because we mentioned as far as stuff that will help a relationship. You said trust. You must have trust.
Communication.
Communication, definitely. Any chance you get, communicate, talk, text. Sit down, have one-on-ones. That's good.
And don't just only communicate when things are bad or not going good. Communicate when things are going well.
I think that's a lot of problems people have these days. You know what I'm saying? We only want to communicate when stuff ain't going the way we want it to go. And then that kind of makes you want to communicate. You know what I mean? Because man, we only talking like this when stuff going bad. Then that feel like, I'm good. I don't want to talk about nothing. But if you communicate constantly throughout the relationship, good or bad, it'd be no issue sitting down. It'll be second nature for you to, you sit down, you talk to your woman, you're like, hey, baby, how was your day? You know what I'm saying?
It was great.
It was great. I missed you.
I missed you.
I had to put on the spot. But yeah, communicate throughout your relationship, man. And y'all will be better for it, most definitely. And what was another? Commitment. Commitment as well. We threw that in there. Commitment. You definitely have to be committed to each other. And I can't really go on to that. That's self-explanatory.
Right. No, I think that was pretty good. And so right now, if we don't have how would you?
All this talk can make my lips dry, man.
It really do.
Man. See, that's why I don't. Yeah.
Dante said, how would you guys say you're doing as far as security? How would you guys say you are doing as far as security?
I think, well, since it's more of a man's role, I would have my woman answer that.
Hey, I'm safe over here. As far as like feeling protected in the environment, as well as mental, as far as everything's good over here. Like, so I think as long as the man is playing his role, like that security just goes in within that.
All right. So you go, Dante. Hope to answer your question, man.
So yeah. Mom said y'all so cute. Thank you, Mother. I was about to say Mom.
Mama. Thank you, Mama.
Okay,
so nobody want to call up and get a take, but we appreciate y'all, engaging in the comments. So we went with relationship builders. Now we want to go to relationship killers.
You two are awesome. You compliment each other. Oh, thank you, Kalliance. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Like 16 years, man. We are pretty much a damn near reflection of each other. You know what I mean? So I've known her all like about half my life. So when I came into my manhood, she's pretty much been there. So everything that I've learned wisdom-wise, all my manly experiences have pretty much been with her. So that's probably why you see that. It's just is what it is, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yes. That's it. Salima said, I love you all. Thank you, Salima.
Are y'all there by yourself? Man, don't tell what you want, man. You about to come through in shoes? What you want, bro? That's why you asking about security? What is you on, bro? We secure, dude. Dante, we definitely secure over here, man. And, no, we ain't home by ourselves, man. We got our kids here. So, yeah.
Salima, do you want to come on and elaborate? I know you said that you were going to come on. Is this something you want to elaborate on, or would you like to wait to another part of the live? Let me see if I can.
Come on, Salima.
She's like, dang, we didn't even give her a chance to respond. And it says mom wants to join the live as well.
I was not ready.
Lima, what's happening? What's happening,
man? Not ready. Hey, you guys, I love you guys so much. Oh my gosh, it's like right now, it's like I'm with a celebrity couple, and I'm just like so speechless. Okay.
You speechless? Why are you speechless?
I just said because it's like I'm like with a celebrity couple right now, like.
Oh my God! Get out of here, man.
I'm so serious.
Your ass,
like,
you should be a comedian.
Y'all got a name. Y'all got a whole name out here. Like, how do you do it?
I appreciate the love, man. I appreciate the love, Lima.
Thank you, Lima.
Okay, so here's the thing. Right? Just real quick. I just got done cooking. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, right. So I came in late. So okay. I do know what it's about, and I read your picture and stuff like that. But I'm just not hopping in when I said I love y'all. So.
Oh, okay.
So catching up.
Yeah, catch up, baby.
Okay, hold on. Let me just turn you up a little, cause I can't hear you that good. But I don't know why.
Okay, let me put my Let me see.
Hold on.
You hear me?
Like, why don't I go up, sweetheart? Oh,
There you go.
that's the ringtone.
No.
Is it me?
Oh no, we'll
Just
just turn them
up
all off.
everything. Turn everything. There you go.
Okay.
Hello,
Lima.
Auntie. I see you in the comments. Hello. This is how
So
this works.
basically, we was doing relationship builders, things that help build up a relationship or help keeps a relationship going, and we talked on trust, commitment, and communication. And patience was some of the things that we had went over, and we had said a lot.
Yeah, we went into it a lot. But is there anything else that you want to add to it? You know what I'm saying? As far as relationship builders, the stuff that would like help a relationship.
You know, I seen on your little poster, your flyer for this, it said one of the things said on there, it was like letting go of the past, right?
Right.
And the reason why I think that's so important is because when you live in the past, you give somebody something that you've already experienced with somebody else. You know what I'm saying? And then you're relating everything that they do to that experience that happened in the past. When you become like I think I said last time I was on here, when you get with somebody, it's like you becoming one with each other. So you have to bring the pieces of you now and grow into each other so you can grow and progress in life, because without progression in life you're at a standstill and then life gets boring and then you guys ain't going nowhere. But when you could become one and grow with each other, you know what I'm saying, you can progress in life. And that what makes the thing is when you have that balance of letting go and making a new with somebody, you can, like I said, you can grow. But then also, like I said, and then trust. That trust thing, it's so important. But you got to have patience with that person to allow them to trust you. You know what I'm saying? Because some people been through a lot of stuff. So I feel like you got to have that patience.
You're not getting trust off the bat, right, Lima? You're not trusting somebody right off the bat.
No, you can. No, I don't think so. I think you should never do that. I think you should always have your guard up, because then you're looking out and you're paying attention to those red flags and you're not just seeing green. Correct. You know what I'm saying? Because when you're not having that, when you have that, give that trust, all you seeing is the good, because you're like, oh, I'm trusting them. But when you have that guard up to be like, okay, I don't know if I trust you. Yes, I'm paying attention to what you're doing and how you're moving. And if I see a red flag, I got that guard up to know, you know what I'm saying? Not to just be like, oh, I'm going to believe you for what you're saying. Right. But yeah, I definitely not off the bat. But I don't know I think I spoke a lot. I don't know. I think I said too much. But yeah.
No, you actually said something that we had said. So that definitely confirms that to trust, or you have to have patience, because you might not necessarily trust someone right off the bat, or they might change, as a person, grow into a new person, mature, become wiser. So you have to have that patience, as they get to that point, and then that trust will be built.
Yeah, right. I definitely 100% agree. 100%.
Oh, thank you,
girl.
You,
yes. Look, I'm trying to tell you, y'all, like, you guys inspired the heck out of me. Like, I've seen y'all since I was younger. You know what I'm saying? Seen it. I'm like, relationship goals all day. Hashtag it. Yes. But yes.
Thank
I enjoy
you
guys.
We
love
you
guys. Most definitely, love you. Yes. Okay. But I'm gonna get out of here because I feel like I talked.
All right, Lima.
Thanks for joining.
Appreciate you jumping on.
I love you guys so much.
Okay.
Lima with the love. We appreciate Lima. We appreciate Lima most definitely. Yeah, we've been babysitting. We used to babysit Lima, didn't we? Well, I didn't babysit. I ain't gonna go that far.
She used to babysit our children.
Yeah, she used to babysit our kids when they was first born. So
yes. So Chris, you said that higher power and God, definitely keeping God first. And Dante said, hey, Salima. Okay, yeah, so that was some great relationship builders that Salima definitely added some great points.
But I think did she make a comment about people bringing their past relationships to new relationships?
Yeah.
Like
she said letting go of the past.
Okay, letting go of the past.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you won't bring.
Right. But I mean, how many people are actually doing that though? That's kind of tough, because you are pretty much a combination of your past, all your past experiences. So just to tell somebody to let go of everything they've experienced in their past, it's kind of like what? Like, this is what made me who I am.
But I
But
think she
I
needs.
understand what she's saying. But go ahead, go ahead.
No, I think, I was just saying as far as like maybe letting go, like just because this person might
Did
have
something to
did
you,
something
right?
to you, don't mean
This is a
that,
whole different experience.
yeah, this is a whole. So just letting that go.
Mm-hmm.
And so, yeah, 'cause
Right.
it's not necessarily going to happen with this person. You don't want to be pushing problems on them just because you experienced that in your past. If anything, you should learn from that and definitely use it as a tool to navigate through the new experience.
Right.
Every experience or every situation, try to learn from, because that's how you learn best, from experiences. Don't forget, but let go of the hurt or the pain of it. Yes.
Right. Right. Like I said, yeah, most definitely, I agree with that. But it could be kind of tough to do that. Depending on how much pain that you've been through or you've experienced. So that's something, you may have to be upfront with the new person that you plan on getting into a relationship with. Be open. That goes with that trust and that vulnerability.
Yeah.
Just be vulnerable. Like, hey, this happened to me in the past. I'm not kind of, I'm not kind of feeling right about relationships right now, but I want to give you a try. But just let that person know so they know what they're getting themselves into, and then you guys could possibly heal each other and then grow from there.
That's great, sweetheart. Great point. Great point. Let's see. Mom is gonna come on. Yes, come on, Mom. I know it's past your bedtime. She has to get up for work in the morning. Thank you so much. So she's gonna be on audio because she's probably in the bed because it's 9:45, right?
Come on, we want to see your beautiful face. Come on,
Oh,
come
you're so
on,
sweet.
get
Can
on
y'all,
camera, get on camera.
can y'all hear
Let me
me
see.
okay?
I can't hear you. I might just speak up just a little bit more, please.
Yeah, you might also hear some fireworks too. So what I was calling in for, as far as the relationship tools and the building part of it, along with the trust and the patience and everything and the communication, it's also forgiveness.
Yes.
Forgiveness. We can't, if something happened, go ahead and communicate about it, deal with it, forgive and let it go. But when we forgive somebody for something, we truly have to forgive them, and we can't bring it back up, throw it up in somebody's face or anything like that. We have to truly let that go and leave it.
That's a great point,
Right.
Mother. Definitely a great point. And you said, not necessarily forgetting it, but
Well, I mean, if you truly forgive somebody for a situation, I think forgetting has to.
Did she get out?
Yeah, I think she going. Forgetting has to come into that as well, because how can you really forgive somebody, like you said, if you're gonna hold it against them? And you forgave me for it, so it's like this never happened. Erase that. But no, you're gonna bring it back up. So you didn't forgive me for it. You forgave me for it at the time, but then you just waited for a later time to throw it back in my face when it was most opportune for you. So I'm saying, if you're gonna forgive me, then just truly forgive me. Act like this never happened. I swear on my word that it'll never happen again. But let's just move on from here. But don't forgive me, for a week and then throw it up in my face, a week or a month from now. So yeah, but yeah, I definitely agree. Forgiveness is definitely important for our relationship building.
And she agrees with you.
Man.
And I know why I be up here drinking.
Yeah, I'm like, man, she be
drinking all that
water.
water and stuff. Mouth super dry. All this talking. Okay, so let's go ahead and go into some. Don't go to bed mad. Oh yes, definitely. Don't go to bed mad.
Yeah.
You don't want that energy.
And it's hard to sleep with that energy. You know what I'm saying? You got this built up animosity towards somebody, especially somebody in your own household, and then, you sitting there, you trying to be peaceful, because when you sleep, that's when you at peace. Yeah. It's kind of hard to be at peace when you got all this built up anger in you, so.
And that's your healing moment. Like,
yeah, you regenerate when you sleep. So, you got all that cortisol running through your veins, that stress hormone, and it ain't a good look. So yeah, definitely don't try to go to bed mad. Try to squash this stuff before you get into bed. Don't even bring that energy into your bedroom. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, don't go to bed mad.
Okay, y'all definitely added some great points. Those were all some great
Vaseline.
yeah, she's talking about our mouth.
Oh, if you have some, yeah, most definitely.
So yeah, let's go into some relationship killers now.
Relationship killers,
Which
man.
is definitely important because
Right.
this is why we're not seeing any relationships around us. We need for us to stop killing the relationship so we are able to use the relationship tools to build it. We have to have the relationship.
Correct.
So we put 3 things that we thought played a part in why relationships are not successful or why the environment is not
will not breed healthy relationships.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, there's more so, looking to end damaged relationships.
Yeah, and so the first thing we said, is it the first thing? Is it first?
Yeah.
Okay, social media. We said social media is at the top for
relationship killers, man.
Relationship killers. And I definitely think that you you can use it as a tool, but you typically
it's too much temptation on social media. You know what I'm saying? You scrolling down, Instagram and stuff, you see all these females and all this, the ratchery stuff going on, man. It's just way too much temptation out there. And then, people just don't be satisfied with the situation that they have, and they see everybody else flashing their facade of a lifestyle on Instagram or Facebook, and then you're like, man, I could have that. I could get that, but they're not knowing that it's fake or whatnot, and then, that might lead you to wonder out. Like, man, I only got this of him. I want this over there. So, yeah, like, social media definitely has its good, it has its positive, as far as you could connect with a bunch of people, bounce ideas off each other, networking, connect with family and stuff like that. But yeah, it does it makes it tough. It makes it tough for relationships.
Definitely. Yeah, because like you said, a lot of temptations and we don't realize that the things that we see on social media could just be clippets of someone's life. That's not necessarily how their whole life is going.
Right.
So while they might have, taken a picture at the park, and then a picture when they went on the date, and then a picture when they were here and there, you might think like, wow, but you don't know what was happening in between time.
Right. Everybody gonna put the good part of their life on social media for everybody to see. They ain't gonna show the bad part. So
love you too, Dante. Make sure you join us again next time. Thanks for joining. I'm going to watch y'all every day.
Oh yeah, most definitely.
You,
I ain't gonna be on every day, but definitely tune in, Dante.
That was Mom who said that.
Oh,
yeah.
I'm sorry, Mama.
And so yeah, social media. And so what do you say for our couples to get rid of their social media?
No, I think you just have to, that's with the relationship builders. You have to use the relationship builders to combat the relationship killers. So if you choose to have social media, well, you have to go up to the builders. You have to have the trust. The trust is a must. You got to say, okay, baby, I know that you are in an environment that may breed singles or just a lot of temptation, but I trust you. We trust each other, so we go off and we can have social media accounts because we know we're not going to stray away from what we built or what we have here. So yeah, so
you just have
to. You can navigate through social media. You just it really comes down to your mindset, man, and what kind of willpower you have.
So let me say, keep your relationship private.
Yes, most definitely.
Definitely.
Most definitely. Too many eyes and then too many different perspectives get into it, and then
yeah, even as far as the lives and stuff, this gets a little personal.
Yeah, it does.
So we definitely have to use some relationship building tools, to keep everything running smooth. all of those things play a part because, yeah, social media,
Yeah,
just
yeah.
a lot of
People slide in each other's inboxes, man, you know, and all the stuff they just post on social media as far as the memes and all these fake little skits they be doing just to draw up, you know, debates, you know, just adding to the division. It's just like social media is just like a, ugh. Like right now, it's just kind of like, ugh, I don't know if it's my timeline, you know, I ain't
it's
connected to the
definitely
right people, but it's just like, man, it's depressing as hell, man.
it's definitely my timeline, which is why I start, well, which is one of the reasons I'm happy that we're doing this show, because it's definitely something
Right,
different than what I
right.
see on my timeline.
The only way evil wins is good people do nothing. So if you feel like you're a good person, you just can't sit there and let the evil just go about. You got to be the one to stop that. You know what I'm saying? So this is why we decided to do the live. You know, we see all this mess going on. We just try to be, you know, a force that combat that. So
Definitely. So social media was number one for us,
social media.
which takes us into number two, independent women. So we're talking as far as, you know, because the topic was things that create a negative relationship environment. And so we said that a reason why we feel like relationships are struggling is because we have a lot of independent women who are, or just women who are a little bit over masculine.
Mm-hmm.
And so I know you want to elaborate on that, or you want, how you want to do it?
Yes. Independent women, you know, is definitely like it's like a program. To be real with you, it's like a program. You know, you got all these women that feel that they don't need no man or they could do it all by themselves, but really just makes them vulnerable, you know, to other people. Because you need a man there to protect you. God created us for a reason. God created the man to protect the woman. So if you're running through life, you're saying you're independent. Like I've said in the previous live, nobody is truly independent in this world. You depend on somebody. So whether you want to feel almighty bad that you at a house that you pay for yourself, you know, you got your own, you know, car and stuff like that. But you take your car to get oil changed, and I'm pretty sure men do the oil change. You know what I'm saying? So in some way you dependent on a man. So why not make your life easier and actually just have a man at the house? You know what I'm saying? And complement each other, man. Just make life easier, man. Just get somebody with the same mindset as you, and y'all build together. Stop making life so difficult. You know what I mean? Like, why you want to go make all the money, come home, you're lonely, you got to cook your own food, or you cook for yourself. I don't know. That ain't a lifestyle that I see that's desirable to live.
Yeah, and so definitely, I feel like if you have like this woman who's a little bit over masculine and very much independent, then if you're going into the universal laws and things of that nature, then she's gonna attract either someone like her, or she's gonna attract someone who needs her, which is things that play a part in why the relationship don't work. When you have an over masculine woman and who basically wear the pants, and
Right, you're gonna attract a man who needs that.
mm-hmm.
If you flirting with your money and saying you're independent, you don't need a man, then you're gonna attract a man that needs you. And is that really what you want?
No.
Nah, it's not really what you want, man.
So we would just need to turn it a little bit around. Like, yes, it's okay to, you know, do your own thing if that's what you have to do. But just know that if you are typically looking for a relationship, then you might want to tone that part a little bit down. You don't really want to floss your career and your how much money you make, because a man needs
A real
to
man
be,
don't care about that.
and he needs to, I mean, for a man to be a man, they need to be able to do their job.
Right, they have to feel needed. we gotta feel needed. So if you want a relationship and you already got all this money and you got everything, you're pretty much doing a man's role as far as providing and stuff. Like a man, like feel like I'm not needed here. Like you got everything taken care of. So you know, you go do your thing. Like I said, unless it's a man who don't have as much as you and he was looking to get that, he was trying to use that. So you're gonna attract the man that you need instead of a man that you actually want.
Mom said I have been told something similar about my independence. Okay, we're going to talk about that, mother. Like we don't have to handle everything on our own, right?
We weren't made to handle everything on our own. That's why a man and woman was created.
Right, but I think sometimes you just be like, I can do it, like, just.
You can do it, most definitely. You can definitely do it. But like I said, is it easier? Isn't it easier with two people? Teamwork makes the dream work.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Work as a system, work in unison.
Mm-hmm.
So everything works as a system. Nothing really works, by itself. God created a whole system of moving parts that work together that creates the world that we live in. We are a part of it. We reproduce to make a baby and they keep reproducing. So yeah, I would say just I went
No, you good.
Just utilize what God created. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. He created the man for the woman. He created the woman for the man. Y'all work together. Y'all build. Bam. Going about your life.
Yep. Simple.
Yeah, just make life easy.
That's simple,
yeah, make life easy. I lost my train of thought for a second.
Salima said, femininity is a woman's superpower.
Yes, women, do not run away from your femininity. Do not act like it's weak. Because femininity is definitely not weak. People have got like the wrong idea of femininity. I think a lot of women have the wrong idea of femininity. Like that really is your superpower. If you're trying to be too masculine, you're not fully a man because you can never fully be a man. And then you're not a woman because you're not in your femininity. You stand in your superpower, you stand in your femininity.
Right.
So yeah, femininity is definitely a woman's superpower, and utilize it. Don't be afraid of it.
What if I never really had it?
What if you really never had what?
Femininity?
Femininity? No, I think you have femininity. Come on now. Femininity, you gotta.
It's definitely something that you have to like it has to come with how you raised. You feel like how you raised definitely plays a part in it. Right. But I think as a woman, when you're born, then you feel like naturally.
Yeah.
You just naturally.
Mm-hmm. It should be natural, but yeah, environments definitely change. What is instilled within you. So if you have to
be in survival
mode, you have to be in a more masculine nature. So that's just what it is. So a lot of our women have been bred in survival mode. So they have to develop their more masculine side in order to survive. And I understand, like a lot of women feel like they don't have it or they can't get it, but you can get it. It's just something you have to work on.
Right.
You have to work on it.
Start with smiling.
Smiling, most definitely. Number one, just smile. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? It puts the world at ease. Don't think you just walk around on your bag like you're about to beat up everybody, mean mugging people. Like you're a woman. Be gentle, be nice, be sweet. Smile.
That's the fireworks, and I'm excited, right?
Yeah, that's the fireworks. Man.
Okay. So yeah, let's go ahead into the last one we had on our list. Not the last one, but the last one that we were going to be touching on was no couple representation.
Mm-hmm.
Meaning that
as far as like media mainstream, no couple representation, like two-parent households, as far as like movies, TV shows, music-wise, and like pretty much anything that's pushed out there.
Like they don't at least when we were growing up, we had like Family Matters and Cosby Show. What else?
Fresh Prince. Well, you had Martin,
Yeah, like those
but
were
you had
all
couples. You had
couples.
yeah, you had couples like a man and a woman couple. Live in a building with each other, and you just don't see that anymore. As far in the mainstream, it's like they're just trying to get rid of that whole dynamic.
Why? We know why, but you want to elaborate why?
Yeah, because they trying to lower the population. You know what I'm saying? They trying to lower the population, man. They don't want people reproducing like that. So they don't want to put that representation out of that because
There'll be more couples.
yeah, man. Not even in the music, ain't no love songs, man. Ain't no man singing to no woman or how much he love her. Ain't no groups, no four boys to men, no Drew Hill, no guys singing in a circle, confessing that they love to a woman. Ain't none of that, man. All of it's all ratchet behavior now, man. Scamming dudes, just going to the strip club and all that kind of mess. Like I said, the environment is not meant for relationship. They're not trying to breed relationships from this environment. Do it, Roger.
That's a good song.
Do it, Roger. Wow.
Mom, you funny.
But yeah, like I said, the environment, man. They don't want long standing relationships these days, man. When they're not trying to promote it. They're trying to promote something else, which we know what it is. We know the agenda they're trying to push, and it's definitely not straight man woman couples.
Yeah, which is another reason why I was happy that Chris got on here with me because, let's just show a little bit, let's represent a little bit more for couples that we don't get to see much of. But like I said, or not like I said, but media-wise, yeah, I might not see a lot, but like he said, where he work, all the men are in relationships.
Yeah, they're relationships. So they got girlfriends or wives. Yeah.
Yeah.
Neighbors. So they all got girlfriends
our neighbors
or wives.
and stuff. So it's about this media thing. Is it being portrayed on the media? Like, no, it's not. And then we say, social media is typically...
It's not necessarily for our generation. It's for the lower generation.
Right.
Because we grew up on Family Matters and Cosby Show and Martin. So we've seen that straight couple representation in the media. We've had that social programming as young. But these young kids, they're not getting that social programming. They're not growing up seeing two-parent households. It's chaos. You know what I'm saying, that they're showing. It's really chaos. So, yeah, that's very important. That's very important, the social programming that they're pushing to not include straight couples.
Yeah. So couple representation or no couple representation is definitely playing a part in the killing of relationships. We need to see more couples. I'm just saying, like, if, some of the top female entertainers that people like Megan Thee Stallion and who else?
Or give me R&B. Give me some R&B singers. It's like, dang.
Like,
can I get a woman just sitting up there not dancing or nothing, just singing from her soul?
And they actually
just standing there singing, like, dang, man.
They're actually, Cardi B's actually in a relationship, but she don't make no love music. Like, why? I don't
trust these celebrity relationships, man.
Oh yeah.
Be real with you. I don't care.
So for entertainment, that's why this is needed. I agree. And so we said one of these were independent women was that transfer into what, even though that was the topic before. But we want to talk on law of attraction because I think it's good to always just go into the universal laws because they play a part in not only our relationships, but how we handle things, how we live our life, our everything we do, basically.
Mm-hmm.
And so as far as relationships, we said that the law of attraction was very important because a lot of times, like we touched on earlier, that you're going to get the energy that you give out. So, or you might give out that energy and attract something that
attract someone that you're needed by, such as the independent woman who might give out that energy and attracts a man who is looking for a woman to take care of him, which typically is not going to be a successful relationship. So law of attraction is very important
because you attract what you are, pretty much. Like attracts like. So if you get out of a bad relationship and you were damaged by it, you really want to heal yourself before you go, looking to get with another mate, because all you're going to do is attract more damaged people to yourself. So yeah, that's where, a law of attraction plays in part as far as relationship wise. So definitely heal yourself, before you look to go into another relationship, because all you're going to do is just attract more damaged people, and then it's just going to continue and continue. So.
Hey, Brandon, you late.
Breezy, what's happening,
thanks for
man?
coming. So let's see. So law of attraction. Any other universal laws you feel like is important when it comes to relationship? I feel like that was the biggest one.
As far as attracting the mate.
Attracting the mate.
Right.
Okay.
You want to attract the right mate. Have your mindset right, because you want to attract somebody who's thinking kind of on the same mindset as you. So that goes also with the law of attraction as well. So, attract somebody with the right mindset. You don't really want to mold somebody too much. You want somebody kind of halfway there, so you just got to do a little bit of molding. You know what I mean?
Right. And then we want to touch on the law of cause and effect.
Law of cause and effect as well.
Is that the law of karma?
No.
No.
Law of cause and effect is, say you have somebody who may have a rough childhood. Maybe their parents didn't instill, they talked to them bad, they didn't instill confidence in them. They, pretty much had them have a low self-esteem growing up. Well, that's the cause. The effect could be 20 years from now, to when they get into a relationship and now they with the man who jokingly may, talk about, your looks or something like that. But since you had such self-esteem as when you were young, now you're going to take it out on this man. You might bust out crying, or you might just go off the hinge and start yelling at him or something, because it was something that you didn't heal from back in the day. And now this man has to deal with the effect from something he didn't even cause. But that just shows you how the universal law plays within relationship. Cause and effect for everything that your woman is saying or whatever you're arguing about, it came from a cause. Whether you caused it, somebody else caused it, but yeah.
Law of cause and effect.
Yeah, the law of cause and effect, man. So.
And you said that wasn't the same as karma. Why did I think that then?
You know what karma is, don't you, baby?
Right.
What goes around comes around.
So kind of like you cause that energy to get that energy. That's why I guess
Cause and effect is a great one, as is attraction.
Yeah, I think that's why we said those are two good ones.
Yeah, vibration is vibration. Yeah, frequency, law of frequency. You kind of want to be on somebody on the same frequency as you. Eagles fly with eagles. That's what I say. Eagles don't fly with pigeons, man. So, fly on the same frequency as the people that you aspire to be or you want to be with. So.
Definitely. Did we talk about gender roles and reversals?
No, we didn't. No, we could throw that in there.
Yeah, that could kind of be like a closer. Like not a closer, but that's a good topic to elaborate on. I know probably elaborate on it a little bit. But okay, do you guys feel like gender roles are important in relationships? How do y'all feel about gender roles in relationships? I know I read a good post today that said, like typically, for the modern day relationships, there is no gender roles and we're arguing over gender roles, at this time, with the crazy world and things that's going on, you typically should just be grateful and happy if you have someone who you can love and trust and who is loyal and a great partner. However, you know, when you have those things, you know, gender roles tend to play a part in relationships differently, I guess. I guess it depends on how not everyone follows the same thing. So gender roles is more based off biblical or like, you know,
Traditional.
traditional.
Basically traditional is stuff. The definition of traditional is stuff that has stood the test of time, that has worked. That's traditional.
Mhm.
It's worked. So you want I believe in gender roles because I believe that we were created for a specific reason, for a specific role. Like I mentioned on another live, you know, insects have a specific role that they play in, that God created them for. Fish have specific roles, birds have specific roles. The sun has a specific role. The moon has a specific role. Water has a specific role in this ecosystem that we live in. We have the same roles as well. Why are guys naturally stronger? Would everybody agree that guys are naturally stronger than women? So would you say that you would put the guy who is naturally stronger in the role as a protector? Wouldn't that make sense? I mean, if you think about it logically, wouldn't it just make sense? Not saying some women are not stronger than guys, but that's kind of like an anomaly. That's not like generally speaking. Most men are stronger than women. So the men should assume the role as the protector. Protectors take strength. Men are naturally stronger, faster, you know, the instincts are higher. So that's the role that we play. And provider as well. Like if we were in the jungle, we gotta fight, you know, we gotta kill our food to eat. You know, the guys will typically take on that role of, you know, killing the animal because we have the attributes to actually achieve that task. You would not send a woman to go out there and kill an animal. She's not as strong as you. She's not as fast as you. Like, you're not going with the way it was designed. So that's why I believe in gender roles. Like, you don't have to, you know, it's not saying it works for everybody, but to me, it makes the most sense. And I work on the logic. And
Sometimes I think
like I'm saying, baby, if we out and about and somebody comes try to rob us, wouldn't you just assume for me to be the protector? like I'm just gonna be looking at you like, what you gonna do? Like, no, it don't make no sense. It don't make no sense, man. So yeah, you put I believe in gender roles.
And that comes with, you know, he's the man and he's the protector, but as well as the leader. So he has let me to, you know how to shoot and know how to do some other things too, in case he does need my help. So, but I'm definitely gonna turn it over to you. I'm definitely gonna be like, oh no.
So yeah, I believe gender roles. I believe they were created. Like I said, everything has a role in this world. You just got to fulfill your role, because if you're not in your role, you only truly half of what you can truly become. I think you're at your full power, your full strength, your full purpose when you stand in the role that you were created for.
That's good, sweetheart.
So.
Okay, so what about as far as reversals? I seen in the comments, not our comments, but the comments on this topic, it said, what if, well, in this case, this woman was the sole provider because of a situation that her husband had been through, a medical situation, and she was the sole provider, but she said that he takes care of the house and the children and things of that
Things of that nature.
Things of that nature.
Man, just to say it.
Like, yeah, he does that. So she said it works for them.
If it works for you, that's great. You know what I'm saying? Keep it going. You know, not everything is going to be the same for every person or every situation. So you found a situation to where you are the sole provider as the woman, and you don't have an issue with that, and you love the man that you're with, and he's willing to take care of the house because of his condition, then, and that's working for you, that's beautiful. You know what I mean? But generally speaking, that's typically not, that's not the normal situation, I should say. You know what I'm saying? Not to say them situations don't exist, but that's not the normal situation.
So the normal situation is maybe the woman's making more than a man and if we're talking about gender reversals, as far as playing a part of the relationship not
That's
working.
usually will be the biggest one when a woman is making more than the man, because you're not. Because what other gender reversal can you do? But the man is the cook, or he's the homemaker.
Yeah, they say a man knowing how to cook is not a gender role.
No, that's not a gender role. But I mean, say more so as a homemaker. Like you don't go out and provide. You just stay at home and you take care of the house, tend to the kids.
Oh yeah, you talking about me?
No, I'm talking about like a man. Like
Oh.
the reverse roles.
Oh,
role
okay.
reversal.
I
No.
got a little lost. Excuse me.
No,
Okay,
role
yeah,
reversal.
right.
And then the woman is being the breadwinner.
Yeah, and typically that's not going to. I think that'll cause some problems.
Right. Because a man naturally wants to be the breadwinner because he naturally wants to provide. He might not be able to relay that message to you consciously, but subconsciously he's going to feel that like, man, my role is being taken away from me. You know, why is my woman providing? I mean, he should feel that. I know I would feel that. I would want to be the breadwinner. I want to feel like the provider. You know, I provide this for you. So
what if you have like in a case of like a relationship and you have like the woman who's like a doctor or something, like, but maybe she still is doing her stuff at home, maybe not to the fullest, but she's still able to do stuff at home, and she's a doctor and she makes more, like
she makes more than like
her.
About how much though?
That matters.
Yeah, it matters, man. Because I mean, if she pulling in 200,000, you pulling in 120, 130, it's like both of y'all got money. You know what I'm saying? So it's not that big a deal. Even though she got a little more, if y'all both got money, but if she pulling in, 150,000 and you pulling in 30,000, it's kind of like, man, yeah, that's a big difference. So yeah, I think the amount matters. But yeah, any man definitely wants to.
I was thinking about that before I said it.
Be
like,
the breadwinner.
Brenda said, the doctor can't do a wife duty at home. No way. So a doctor's typically pretty busy. But like Rachel, she's a midwife and she has her children. She expressed that she brought her children with her, like,
right,
and to births and everything. And so I mean, yeah, but normally, yeah, ain't no doctor that's probably going to be very busy juggling home and being a doctor. You know?
But the duties are decided by the individuals who are part of the relationship in question.
But the duties are decided by them.
Okay, yeah, I could agree to that. It depends. Like it depends on the situation, man. Do whatever works best for that situation.
Right.
But generally speaking, the situation works best when everybody is in their roles. The men are being the providers and the women are usually homemakers to take care of the kids, raising the kids.
The helpmate.
Yeah, it just makes it a little bit easier, man. A little less conflict, I believe.
I can agree. That's all our topics we have on here. Do you guys have anything to add? Anything that you guys want to add? We had some great points that we brought up. Some great points was brought up in the comments as far as vulnerability and transparency and letting go of the past, per se.
Healing from
the past, and into the relationship builders, communication, and speaking things thoroughly, and commitment.
Most definitely patience in a relationship. If you want it to go a long time, you gotta be patient in it, man. Everybody not going be perfect in a relationship. Y'all grow with each other, y'all build each other up, and you just have to have that patience to see each other through to the finished product. Don't give up on each other so quick. Especially if you're young, man. Young people gonna make their mistakes. I made my mistakes. but she had the patience to see me through because she saw the potential of me, I guess. I don't know. She didn't tell me. She just happened to stay around. But yeah, she definitely had patience with me. And
I think we have patience with each other. We both have done a lot of growing.
mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we definitely grew together, man. But yeah, we have patience, commitment, trust. We went into trust, and
I pretty much touched
that's
on.
pretty much it, man. That's pretty much it. So
Anybody have any questions or anything to add?
yeah.
This was definitely a great show. I don't want to get too excited because I know this isn't going to happen like this all the time, but I definitely thank you for being here, sweetheart.
Yeah, most definitely, man.
It was
No
fun.
problem.
I definitely think we gave out some good tips.
Yeah,
and
hopefully
stuff.
somebody learned something from this. You know what I'm saying? We just trying to help build relationships. Be that counter to, the environment that's already out there that don't want to see no relationships. So with us being in one for so long, we feel like we are kind of, validated to at least give our opinion on what works or what we've done that work.
How do you keep relationships interesting?
Continue to grow, do new stuff. Basically, yeah, you can't become stagnant, doing the same thing. You got to grow with each other. So you take trips, learn new things together.
Date nights.
Date nights. Yeah, just a lot of that stuff, man.
Definitely. And trying new things. I think sometimes we get used to doing the same thing. Like, just try some new stuff. Go somewhere you've never been.
Right.
Hey, Destiny.
Destiny's in the building. What's happening?
Destiny. Thank you for coming on. That makes me so happy to see your name pop up. Next time you pop up an hour ago. Earlier. Next time pop up an hour earlier. Okay, anything else anybody would like to add or come on and elaborate about before we get off? I think this was a great show. You guys.
I had fun, man. I had fun. I had my apprehensions of coming on live because I just don't like to talk as much. You know what I'm saying? I went through my whole thing of water. I didn't even got no more water. My lips dry again.
You want some of my water?
Yes, please. So
I'm surprised I didn't drink all mine. Do y'all think they want to make it? Do y'all think they want to make it work? Is the most important part?
do y'all think the want to make it work is the most important part? The want to make it work?
Like what, saying sometimes people just want to make it work, but you have to elaborate on that, Brandon.
Yeah.
Do y'all think the want to make it work is the most important part?
Yeah, like you have to want it, in order for it to work.
So you do understand what he's saying?
Yeah. I had to read it a couple of times for the process. But yeah, you have to want it in order for it to make it work. Oh yeah, come on in, man. Come on in. Explain yourself.
You always gotta come in and give it a little.
How long it's been?
She just likes to be nosy and see what's happening.
But yeah, dog, I definitely believe you have to want to make it work. That's the initial thing. If you don't want it, then it ain't gonna work.
Hey.
What's happening, man?
What's up?
What's the word?
How much is chilling, man? Just chilling. How y'all
Best
doing?
dad ever. Shout out to all the dads out there, man.
You see me?
Shout out to all the dads. That's what's up, man.
Oh, sorry. I'm just making sure they kill that narrative of being good fathers.
You kind of low.
Oh, you can't. I'm gonna come back on. I'm gonna leave and come back on real fast. All right. Peace out.
Okay.
We're gonna let him get his volume. That was fast. So he gonna come on and elaborate about wanting to make it work. Is that the most important part when it comes to a relationship?
All right. How about now?
Oh, that's better. That's better, man.
Okay. I bet. Okay. I asked that question, right, because I think that's
I can't hear you.
you can't hear me?
I can hear you. I can hear you a little. Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Okay. Yeah, I asked that question because I think that's where a lot of people really lose it at in their relationships. So I wanted to ask that question just to elaborate on it. Because in a relationship, I think it's all when it fails, in a failed relationship, it's always one person who don't want to make it work. You see what I'm saying? So I always, and sometimes it was me, I'm gonna just be honest. And so I know it real well, like when I speak on this topic, that both people have to want to make it work. That you have to have that want. It can't just be one, because the other person who don't care to make it work, is gonna sabotage it. So
Okay.
the relationship, and that's any relationship. So that's why I just want to elaborate on that and whatnot.
Do you feel like wanting to make it work is the most important?
Yeah, I do, because I'm a self-sabotager a lot of times, and I know that's the main way to sabotage it, is to not want to make it work.
I wish I could hear you a little bit better.
Yeah, you real low. You real low, brother.
You
I'm
low?
gonna take out. How y'all hear me now?
Yeah,
Yeah, that's better. That's much better. That's much better, man.
Oh wow! I thought wow. I guess the AirPods work
Yeah.
some days and they don't work the others.
Yeah,
don't work
we could
some.
hear you now. So
Okay.
you said you feel like that's most important because you can be self-sabotage?
No, because I think it's more most important because I'm a self-sabotager in a lot of situations. And I simply just when I don't want it, I simply just be that. Like I be that person who don't want to make it work. And that's gonna kill it. You know what I'm saying? Not in every situation, but I understand it to the point where when I see it happening, I know it's happening. And that's and in my opinion, that's one of the greatest reasons that a relationship will stay a relationship.
Is if you want to make it work.
If you want to make it work.
But if you don't want to make it work, then it's no point of even trying to.
So even try to make it work. You know what I'm saying?
Because you're gonna act that way.
Right. You're gonna act that out that you don't want it, and the person is gonna see that, and then y'all just gonna butt heads from there.
Exactly. That's why I was saying to y'all, I think it's the most important.
The one.
From
Most
both
definitely.
parties. Just elaborate.
It has to be for both, because I mean it ain't no relationship if only one party wants the other one. You know, that's the one person chasing the other person.
Yeah, because it sounds like it could be like common sense, but a lot of people don't know that they don't know that they self-sabotaging by not wanting it to work. A lot of people think that they're doing what it takes to keep the relationship, when in reality, what they really feel and might not understand it reached the surface, and the partner is able to feel that. Is that making any sense? I'm trying to word it the right way.
I think I kind of understand what you're saying, but I definitely feel like, I mean, if it's only going to be one person that wanted to work, then that's definitely how the actions are going to play out all around. So it has to be both people. That's the commitment.
Right.
Because if only one person, then yeah, that's not.
I mean, if you're gonna self-sabotage, you might as well just end a relationship and then just stop wasting each other's time.
End the relationship?
Yeah.
No, that's the end. And now I'm talking about, I do it purposely sometimes. I'm saying some people don't understand when they're doing it purposely. Like for instance, it could be, just say if for instance I'm in a relationship and I'm trying everything to make it work.
Mm-hmm.
But in return, the person I'm dealing with, their actions is showing that they don't want to make it work, but they might not understand it. They might not understand their actions is screaming out, I don't want to make this work.
So then why are they in a relationship? Maybe because they're comfortable?
Yeah, I would take it as comfortability. I would, that's what I would mark it to. But some people just really don't know because like when the example that Chris used for a cause and effect, you know what I'm saying? They may have been they may have lived a life to where a certain way to where now the effects is they self-sabotage without even knowing. You
Right.
see what I'm saying? So
Right.
it's not really surface level all the time. Like I said, when I use the example with me, I would be purposely, knowingly doing it to end it.
Like you will be consciously like you doing it on purpose. Like I know what I'm doing.
Yeah, but
Okay.
some people don't, and it kills the relationship even when they don't consciously do it. So that's why I asked the question of, would you guys say that it's the most important? Because me personally, I think it's the most important. I think that's the glue, the want to make it work, because we can all make mistakes in relationship. We can all make mistakes and come back to it, apologize, do better. You know what I'm saying? But that point right there, if one of the two party or however many parties it is, if one person don't want it to work, well, she can't hear. Y'all can hear me, right?
I can hear you. Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, because I see Cornelia says she can't hear. But that's why I want to point that out, because I don't think a lot of people really understand that they self-sabotage. I don't think they understand that their actions kind of portray that they don't want it to work. You see, so it's just putting a highlight on that basically.
Okay.
I think it's like I understand what you're saying, but if they don't want it to work,
Then why not just end it?
No, because some people don't understand that they're doing that their actions is giving that effect.
okay.
You see what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying.
So that comes with the self-healing, right?
Oh yeah, for sure. But like I say, before a person realizes that they have a problem, they don't want to get self-healing. So that's why I was just putting out there and having a conversation that some people can kind of analyze their relationship and what they want and see like through the law of cause and effect. Like you have to understand, like, is what you're doing going to get you the result that you want? You know what I'm saying? Is your actions gonna lead to the effect that you want? You know?
Right.
So that's why I just wanted to put it out there. I know the answer to the question. I think a lot of people just don't understand when they're in that situation. They just don't understand that you're self-sabotaging. You see?
Thanks for elaborating. Thanks for elaborating on that. But I do think that that's the most important part. Then wanting to make it work on both ends, and that's why.
Right. And that's conscious. That you consciously have to want to make it work. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then you do whatever you can to try to make it work with that person. But if you're gonna be in a situation where you self-sabotaging, like you wasting everybody's time now, man. You know?
Yeah. That be the exit.
Just end it with that person.
Exactly. You gotta just end it. It's the exit.
Right.
You know. So like I say, I think there's something a lot of people need to analyze. So that's why I really brought it up.
That's what's up, man.
Thank you. Corniqua said it sounds like codependency to me.
Codependency? Codependency, where somebody stay in it, knowing that it's over?
Yeah, I'm kind of.
Yeah, that's why we talked about, communication as far as like text and actually talking, because it gets a little confusing with text, and even though this is just a live, but this is how I be like with other things, statuses, relationships, and everything, because I am a little lost at what's going on. But
yes, it's not always going to be 50-50 when you want it to work. You do have to work on self, but
She was asking about the topic. Oh, okay.
oh,
I'm
that's the
joining
topic.
late
Okay.
was the question.
Mm.
Oh, okay. Oh, my bad. I'm sorry. She was asking about the topic.
Okay.
Okay, then anything else you gotta say? Any
Um,
questions or anything?
Not right now. I'll be in the comment section. If I gotta tap back in, I'll tap back in with y'all.
Okay
Okay.
then.
All right, bro.
Yep. All right. Love y'all.
Love you
Man, be
too.
smooth.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay, so let me just these comments. Thanks for joining. We kind of wrapping it up now.
Yeah.
We touched on a lot of great topics. Please make sure y'all go back and watch the live so y'all can catch the things that were talked about. Definitely some great points made. Couple people called in and elaborated. And yeah.
And we gave out some good information, man, for people that's willing to that wants to build their relationships up. So rewatch the live, go through a lot of our talking points, and hopefully you could pull something from there that you can use to help you in your situation and your relationship going forward.
And I don't got no jewelry to advertise, so you want to advertise yours, Simone?
Oh yeah, I had this bracelet made, Tinker's Treasures. My grandmother.
Your grandmother?
My grandmother. My mother-in-law. Oh, I'm sorry. My mother-in-law. She made this for me from all the way from Florida, and it's beautiful.
Yeah. So if you got
Every time she come up here, she brings some more bracelets with her, man. So she always be hooking us up. So yeah, y'all most definitely check out our YouTube. What's it, Tinker's
Treasures 21. She's
Tinker's
gonna
Treasures
put it in the
21.
comments, right, Mother? She's gonna put it in the comments. Make sure y'all go subscribe to her YouTube, and then you can reach her.
Yeah, Brandon, this one decent, man. She hooked me up.
You can reach out and get some
hooked me up,
jewelry. She makes waist beads as
Yeah,
well
she
as
do her thing.
anklets.
She do her thing, most definitely.
Any color you guys will like. And so yeah, then in the beginning you have Brandon's music playing.
Most definitely.
Hopefully he'll be dropping his music soon. And also we had Londrell playing in the beginning, Vibrate Higher.
Name of the song.
Name of the song, nice song to listen to. And I thank you guys for joining us on 4th of July at 9:40 p.m.
Right. We had to do it on a holiday, right? Because this just felt like a holiday. So when I do it on the holiday, man. But yeah, we appreciate y'all joining us, man. We just tried to come share, shine our light. Shine our light. You know what I mean? And hopefully you guys were able to grasp some of the stuff that we were giving out. And hope to see y'all soon, man.
Thanks for joining. Make sure when you leave out, you share the live one more time, and I'll see you next time.
You might see me next time. Or I might just call in, you know what I'm saying? But I'll see y'all. Peace out.
I'll take that. Peace.
Appreciate it.